All right, Pisces, what is up with you? Let's check you out. This is for mid-August, moving into September. Let's see what's happening for you. We do have a new moon coming up, but it's not until September. There's a lot of things starting up in September. We still have Mercury retrograde happening right now in August. So let's see what it's shown to me. All these readings are about the ramp up, about some kind of ramp up. So let's see what's happening for Pisces. Some ramp up time or some pensive time when you're kind of trying to understand the next move or the next plan. Oh, look at you. Protection. You got some protection going on, my darling. Wow. Shadow coming up, same as Taurus. Boundaries. Stormy. Okay. In this reading, different cards in the Taurus reading. In this reading, this shadow can be about someone coming toward you that might have not been good for you in the past. Okay. And you're needing now to create some kind of boundaries. This person is wanting to come after you. That feels a little bit intense. I mean, these are not intense cards, but don't forget about this. You are being protected right now. So you should remember that your boundaries are going to be tested. There's going to be some kind of energetic storm coming your way. And, you could shove down a part of you that is your fierce defender. Not all the things we hide in our shadow are things that, let me just say it this way. The things we shove into our shadow are ultimate superpowers. And we might think that being a good empath or being someone who's spiritual doesn't mean that we call people out or that we say things that are going to be less than polite. In fact, I feel like empaths need to stand up and fight a little bit here. And definitely for Pisces, we have Saturn retrograde in your chart, in your sign. We have Neptune retrograding or going retrograde. I'll look at that in the extended a little bit more. But lots happening in your sign right now, Pisces. So let's see where we're going here. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the Fool, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So I'm going to take this Empress. Look at this Empress, Ace of Pentacles. I almost feel like you're stepping away. I'm just going to say it like this and then I'll refine it. But it's almost like you're stepping away from your father's house, or you're stepping away from somebody who kind of breadcrumbed you or gave you very little. It looked pretty good to other people. You might have even thought it wasn't that challenging. But, I remember when I got divorced, it didn't seem to other people that it was bad enough to rate a breakup. But I just get the feeling that it's like breadcrumbing. It's like you're getting so little, Pisces. You're getting so little. And in order to get to something awesome, in order to get to your future, you might have to move on from this situation. Okay. You might be physically moving. You might need some help physically moving. Some of you could be dealing with a toxic partner that you need to get away from. That's just for some of you. That's not for all of you. Some of you are dealing with a person who controls through money. Okay. Some of you are dealing with that and you're going toward either a twin flame or you're going toward a very strong soulmate, and you're going to have to fight through the storm to get there. This is not going to be something that is handed to you, although it is on your path. Okay. Hermit could be dealing with a Virgo energy, Sagittarius energy here with the Temperance card. Wow. Aquarius energy with the Star. Woo, doggy. 10 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. You are done. D-U-N. I feel like some of you are afraid to speak this into existence. Because what happens next? Look at that, Lovers. Oh my God. So 5 of the 6 cards here are major arcana cards. Look at that. World, another one. Page of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. I just see some kind of closure going on here with the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Swords, and the World. These are all cards of closure. And the cards in the future, Virgo, a lot of Sag here with Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. And then you've got the Star card and the Lovers card. What do you notice about this? There's nudity. There's a lot of, and in terms of soul, right? Like bearing your soul to someone, opening up to a new person. And this is something that is all new. You're coming from this heavily robed, okay, this heavily robed kind of experience. I mean, this can be a lot about sex and about Kundalini. That can be, this is a very like wild love affair that you're stepping into, Pisces. The 9 of Swords is here because this is like, okay, Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. There can be a little bit of shame here around the Pisces. There's like a ton of sex here. And is there shame as it relates to children or something? What? Okay, like we're not kids anymore, kind of a feeling. What? All right, 9 of Swords. What is this? What is this anxiety? 8 of Cups, Judgment, 4 of Cups, and the Strength card. Okay, more major arcana cards. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. We've got you shifting based on, first of all, it might have felt like a small thing. It might not have seemed as monumental as what's going to happen. To the outside world, it doesn't seem like that big a deal. You are getting into a new relationship. You're going in a new direction for yourself. There might be a lack of like understanding of like, why is this happening? I don't really understand it. Like your parents or your friends or whatever, you're not really understanding it. I feel like this is past life connection showing up in your, it's like you can't do anything but go toward this person. There's not a lot of drag for you to stay where you are. I just feel like you willingly jump into it. You Fool. There's the Fool, right? Like you move into it. It's very romantic. It's very hot. It's very sexy. It's all of these things. And there's a little bit of like, why am I doing this at age 50 or age 70 or, age 60 or whatever? Like it feels like this should have happened when I was a teenager. Right. But what you did happen as a teenager, like, or what did happen in your life at a younger age was not this. Okay. And like all of a sudden now opening up to this love relationship that's just big. I mean, so many major arcana cards. So if you take my tarot class, you know that major arcana cards are archetypal experiences that we all share. So it's something that we can all understand as a shorthand. I'll give you an example. So when you see a red rose, what does that mean to you? Love, right? Archetypes are shorthand for experiences. So when we see the Tower, it's shorthand for, wow, everything that doesn't serve me is getting blown up and moved out of my life. All of that is moving. The foundation is completely crumbled. I am starting afresh. I'm starting anew. We've all had that experience of something completely uprooted from our lives, the death of a parent, the ending of a career path, the divorce, ending of a marriage. It's that on that level. And archetypal experiences are big milestones in our lives. They're major mile markers. So when you look back in your life, I've been on this planet for 58 years. I look back in my life and there's like a handful of them. And what I would tell my younger self, I'm interested, Pisces, if you drop a comment, what's the advice you would give your younger self? Because I feel like that has something to do with this. My younger self would say, or my current self to my younger self, you know, you only love a few people in your lifetime. You only really love a few times. And if I had known that back when I was 20, that might have made a difference in some things. I might not have believed myself, but still. And I just get the feeling that because here's you as a younger person. And for some of you, this is a person coming back around from a younger time in your life when you were a little less concerned about long-term planning or having true love in your life. I feel like this is a true love resurfacing after a life gone in a different direction. There's a true love resurfacing here because I feel like Archangel Michael is on the case. And I feel because of all this boundaries and this stormy thing, I feel like this is like deep sexual connection that you may have kind of shoved away your sexual nature. Maybe that wasn't polite. Maybe you didn't want to be seen a certain way growing up. Maybe this was a family thing. There was a modesty thing. Maybe there was a religious thing, something like that kept you from really stepping into this. Maybe there was a big difference in financial capability and you made a choice to move away from this person because of that. Or there was a expectation that you would go off to, you know, medical school, or you would do something with your life that brought you apart. There's a coming back together here. And not all of you are going to get back together with your high school sweetheart. I'm not saying that, but there's something that your younger self left behind. And there's still a piece of it, or there's still a string that is going to be pulled. Okay. And this experience from your past is showing up anew. And there may be a lot of other parts of it and lessons all wrapped up together where you're learning about, oh, I'm seeing how I'm healing my inner child by not kind of keeping my sexuality such under wraps. I'm seeing that, you know, maybe the choices I made were not my own choices. Maybe I made choices based on what my parents wanted or what my friends wanted or something like that. I'm getting to revive my younger self. And it's a new day. Okay. This is going to sweep away a current situation. There could be a lot of storms and you have to stand up for yourself and all that kind of thing. But remember, you are protected. This protection card, don't forget about this. You are protected. It's not nothing, okay? I feel like protected from what? Each one of you, it could be different. Protected from what? But this is a big archetypal shift in your life. And let's see where we go with it. Because I feel like I see Leo here. I see Sag, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini. I mean, there's a ton of signs here. But I just feel like you're going toward salvation, or you're going towards some kind of redemption. Some of you could be having like a religious experience or an awakening to being an oracle or a prophet or a shaman. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. But whatever you left behind as a teen or a young 20 is resurfacing. All right, Pisces, if this is your story, there's a link below if you want to continue on with me, and I will look at what you don't see coming, and we'll see where this goes. All right, link is below, Pisces. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.